Well, hey, neighbor, it's me, Angie. Come on in. It hadn't been too long ago I got finished with my live weekly chat. It was so nice. We had a good time. So just come on in and get your drink and your snack, and let's have our neighborhood chat. Today on my live chat, we talked about manly man, and we talked about food, and we talked about movies that we had seen, and actors and actresses, different things like that. The fun talk, the kind of talk you can have when you go live and you just wing it. But normally on my neighborhood chats, I have a topic that we discuss. It's not so much winging it. It's just, it's time to get serious. And we need to just work on us, because every day that we're not working on us, we're staying in the same exact place, and we're not learning anything, and we're not growing, and we're not getting the fullness of life, and we're not becoming who we're supposed to be, and we're not getting all the benefits of maturing. Don't be afraid to grow up. I know adulthood can be hard sometimes, but adulthood can also be freeing. It can be very freeing if you use it in the right way. Our neighborhood chat today is going to be about get yourself together and leave the drama behind. What I mean by that is focus on getting yourself physically better, mentally better, spiritually better. If you focus on just one of those things, you won't have time for nasty. You won't have time for drama. You won't have time for talking about someone, putting someone down, bullying. You won't have time for that, because I'm here to tell you, every one of us needs work. I don't care how far you come. You're not perfect. You're not going to be. I'm not going to be. And we're never going to reach perfection. But we can go forward, and we can learn more about who we really are, because, this is not who I really am. Have you ever heard an older person say, I feel as young as I did when I was 15 in my mind and in here, but my body does not feel that way? Well, what happens is our body ages, but our soul never ages. It matures, and it learns more, and it becomes more intuitive, more discerning, more loving, more kind, more wisdom, but it doesn't get old like your body does. Our brain can get old. There's diseases that cause us to not be able to remember things, different things that happen to our brain that causes us not to be as sharp as we were when we were younger. Just like now, I can't remember things that I used to could remember 10 years ago. I play a daily trivia game with Alexa on my on my Alexa every day. She asks me a trivia question so I can keep my brain functioning to the point of having to think about something. I love to watch Jeopardy. But the main thing that we have to understand about the life that we're living, we're on a journey. We're on a trip. This isn't our home. I don't know what makes people think that it is, and they get so planted here that they get caught up in, kind of like a TT contest to see who can TT the furthest and who is large and in charge. If someone has to tell you they're the boss, they're not the boss. If someone has to tell you they're the leader, they're not the leader. The ones that are the boss, it's the one that gets in there with everybody else and helps with everything. The leader gets in there and does what the other people do. They're not the ones standing on the sideline going, you do this and you do that, and if you don't, you're going to get this. No, it's not a dictatorship. It's called leadership. That means you lead them into what you want them to become. And I'm here to tell you, get yourself together and get out of the drama. Start looking at yourself to see what needs to be fixed. And I think a lot of us are afraid to look because we don't want to know. We don't want to know what it is to fix something, especially our heart that has been hurt, the sadness we have felt, the grief we have been through. We don't want to look at that. We don't want to fix it. We're happy to stay right there because even though it feels bad, it's what we know. So we'd rather stay with the bad that we know than head off to the good that we don't know. That's just human nature. We've all done it. We all will continue to do it. Don't be a 50-year-old baby. I know some. I have relatives that are 50, 60, 70-year-old infant babies that are still on the breast milk. Can I tell you? They get their feelings hurt. They want their way. They get mad if you don't do what they want to do at a family gathering. They have to make all the decisions, but they want to tell everybody what to do, and they don't want to get in there and help with it. Don't find yourself like that. Be a leader. Be one that gets in there hands-on and says, hey, I'm helping. I'm going to show you how this is done because I want you to get it right. I don't need to stand on the sidelines and dictate to you how to do something. I want to hold your hand, walk beside you, and guide you. That's what leaders do. Just remember, when you start working, we work on ourselves physically by going on food programs, diets, different kind of medications. We work on ourselves physically. Mentally, we may get out and get social or get out in the sun and just capture nature and mentally just think about how wonderful it is. But when it boils down to it, our soul is really what we should be guided by. Not by our mind, not by our flesh, but by the authentic person that lies within who we all are. Because even when we don't have a body, we're still somebody. The true person is down there. That's my belief. I'm still going to go on when I don't have this body to go on with me. Because this body is getting old. It's going to die one day. I mean, it's dying right now as I speak to you. Every minute of every hour that goes by, we're dying. When we're born, we begin to die. Because we only have a certain amount of years and then it's all over with. In the Bible it says life is like a vapor. Vapor is like a gas that, do you have one of those vape things that hold liquid that a scent comes up and every once in a while it'll go poof and it'll blow a little vapor up and it'll make the room smell better? Well, that's what our life is like, and we only have guaranteed 7 vapes. I done used up almost 6 vapes. Now, anything past 70 is I'm living on borrowed times. In my beliefs, if I go past 70, then I've just been blessed with more time. And a lot of people just think it should be guaranteed, because of who they are or what they've done. I should live as long as I want to live. It doesn't work like that. We age by an aging gene in our body. We don't age with time. You ever seen those little people that have a disease that they look like an old person? There's a little boy on YouTube and he has this disease and he looks like he's about 80. But he can't be but about 6 or 7 or 8 years old. He has a defect in that gene that causes him to age. We age by a gene in our body. Not by the days that go by a gene. So if we have a good aging gene and we take care of ourselves, that's why some people look great at 50. they look good at 80, it's because they're genetically have a good aging gene. Some of us don't. But that doesn't mean we can't take care of ourselves. That means we have to do more to take care of ourselves. You know, some people gray early. Just different things happen to different, some people bald before they get to a certain age. My son is 33 years old. He will be in December, and he's completely bald. So we never know what's going to happen to our physical body. We can help it along to keep it healthy, but one day it's going to die. It's going to go back to the earth where it came from. It's going to go back there. You know, we need to really get that in our head that we're going to not be here physically one day. And time's a wasting, and we need to, you know, it keeps ticking, and we keep wasting it. And why do you want to waste something that you don't have very much of? You know, that's kind of silly to me. It would seem like that we would bottle it up and cherish it and use it wisely, not talking about each other, not backstabbing, not being ugly, that we would try to mature and want to know more about the hereafter and what there is, if there is. I mean, you may not even believe there is a hereafter, but maybe if you studied about it, you would change your mind, or maybe not. That'll be up to you. But at least you won't be focused on who's saying this about this person, or let me go over here and badmouth this person, or say something ugly about this one because they look different than I do, or their skin color is not what I like. To that, I would say you would definitely need to grow up, because we're not here to fight against each other. You know, we're here to get along, love each other, prosper, and help each other. Love each other. Get to know one another. I mean, you may have abilities that I don't have that I could prosper and learn from. I may have some that you could. But if you're totally against me and you don't like me, you're never going to know that or not. I mean, why do we judge people on their appearance, on the way they look, or how they look, or how they speak, or what they say, or what their beliefs are? Now, I know there are some exceptions to the rule. I mean, you have some just evil people in this world, and we have to be able to discern those people out. But for the most part, especially on YouTube, a lot of times people on YouTube don't give other people a chance to get to know other people. They just automatically want to start walking over everybody. They want to be large and in charge, and they want to be number one, and they want their channel to grow bigger than anybody else's. And they don't want to go to anybody else's channel and support them. That's your decision. Don't judge other people for doing that. And don't judge somebody when they get more people to come to their channel than you do, when you don't put any effort into getting to know anyone. You're not kind. You just won't. You know, I know this one auction, I don't attend this auction, but I know this person just don't do giveaways, don't acknowledge people to be kind to them. You can tell they just being nice to get the people to purchase things from them. It's really sad. That's the only auction that I have come in contact with that I will not frequent because of that reason right there. You can tell they're in it for the number of people that come to their channel. They want more subs or neighbors, as I call them. They want their channel to get larger, but how can your channel get bigger when you're not kind to people? I mean, does that not register with you? Do you think you're so special that people are just going to come over to your channel because you're special and you have something great to offer? No. I go to a lot of channels, And a lot of channels I've stopped going to because people have turned into drama queens, drama kings, narcissistic, self-centered, backstabbing. I don't go to those channels. I will not support those channels. I support the ones that are authentic, truthful, that'll look at you in their video or their live and say, I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. I messed up. I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I need to go apologize. Now, if you're at the point where you cannot even apologize to someone, even, let's just say it wasn't your fault, whatever happened. Don't go over there and apologize, but go over there and communicate and say, hey, what went wrong? A lot of times when people leave a relationship, it's because there's no longer a payoff. You know, most of the time, people stay in a relationship because they're expecting to get something out of it. And as soon as there's nothing to be get out of it, they leave. And that's why I can freely say, I love you and there's nothing you can do about it, because I don't really want anything from you all. I'm happy to have your friendship. I love having more neighbors. I love having a live chat where people come in, and new people come in. I welcome new people that don't start drama and bullying and mischief. But ultimately, I don't need anything from you. I don't have to have anything you have. I want your friendship, but I don't have to have it. But a lot of relationships is based on having a payoff. Watch yourself. Make sure you're not in a relationship for a payoff. You say, how do I begin to work on myself? It's easy. Don't be selfish about focusing on yourself like, oh, everything's mine. I want this. I got to have this. That's selfish. But what you say is, where are my faults? What irritates me? What do I need to learn to have more of? Love. Do I need more love toward people? Do I need more joy? Do I need to have more peace in my life? How do I reach those goals? Then you start, which I would start by reading the Bible, but I don't know if that's your religion, or, well, I don't like the word religion, because you can religiously watch TV. You can religiously eat. You can religiously go to work every day. You can religiously watch TV. I mean, just, there's a lot of things. So my life is spiritual. So if you want to be spiritual and find out what your soul is really like and who you really are, you have to pray to the God that you serve. And I'm a Christian, so my God is the Almighty God who I serve, and Jesus Christ. So whatever your religion is, you have to go and you have to seek that to find out who you really are. Meditation, light, because that's really all we are. Is our soul is light. We bring light to the world. We radiate light. You know that song that says, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine? That's really what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to shine light upon the darkness. And we're supposed to bring love, joy, peace, kindness, peacefulness, gentleness, goodness, faithfulness. We're supposed to bring all those things. Think on things that are pure, things that are good, things that are going to matter tomorrow. Don't think on hatred and bitterness and sadness and anger. And that's the first thing we need to do, is try to get rid of that. I'm not saying you're going to get rid of it overnight, but I'm saying let's just work on trying to get rid of it. Let's just stay away from the drama. Let's stay away from the negativity, because negativity only breeds negativity, and you can't grow in negativity. Because just like fear is the opposite of faith, negativity and positivity cannot work in the same house. It cannot happen. One is going to dominate the other. So if you want positivity in your life, you have to get rid of the negativity. You say, oh, I can't forgive that person. You don't know how bad they hurt me. Or you may be mad at God. He doesn't mind. Because he's never mad at you. He's not. He's not going to get mad at you. He made you. He's not going to get mad at you, but he doesn't mind if you're angry with him. He doesn't mind if you scream and holler and yell, jump up and down and be mad. He doesn't care about that. He's okay. He already knows your heart anyway. So just get it all out to him. Get mad about it. Get mad at yourself for doing things that you know that's got you to the point that you cannot grow anymore, that you are stuck, that you have made so many difficult choices and so many bad choices that you are mad at yourself for that. No, don't be mad at yourself. Let go of that and say, okay, I made them. Own them. Own the fact that you made the bad choices. But then say, okay, I'm erasing that. I went to school on that. Just look at it like you went to school and you got the diploma. And now you're going on to work. And the work is to make yourself a better person. One that is a giver, not a taker. One that's a lover and not a fighter. One that brings forth light and not darkness. You know, you'll see the difference in your life. How much better you feel. All the good things that have come to you. You'll just be so amazed at the things that have come to you in your life once you let go of unforgiveness, bitterness, sorrow. Don't hold on to it. Let it go. Find out who you truly are and all your talents will show up. Yeah, they will. All of them will show up and you'll just be amazed. And oh my gosh, what a relief it will be. You will think to yourself, how did I carry that around so long? Why did I carry it around so long? You'll feel freed. You'll feel so freed and relieved that you'll just walk around so happy and so joyful. And people will think, what in the world happened? Look, neighbor, find out who you are and serve others. Don't stay in the drama and because a lot of times people that stay in drama are just trying to turn the light on somebody else so they won't be recognized for what's wrong with them. They want to keep the light on somebody else that's messing up or making mistakes because they don't like themselves. I don't do drama. I don't like it. I don't do it. I don't want to be around people that promote drama or like to be in drama. But I still love you. And I just want you to prosper and be happy, be joyful, and make a difference. And with that being said, neighbor, I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. Remember, we're all growing. We're all growing. We're becoming more mature every day if we choose to. Don't stay in that immature state. You know, get your feelings hurt every time somebody says something. A baby that has to be spoon-fed and people are scared to say anything around you because you get your feelings hurt so easy. You want your way all the time. Come out of the childhood. Be an adult. It's a lot of fun being an adult. But you can't be expected to be treated like an adult when you act like a child. And with that being said, neighbor, like, share, subscribe. Ring that bell. Don't forget to comment. Share me out. And remember, I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. Bye.